What's up? This is Gordon Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219. Stand up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Don't be muting my mic. I said, hey, Gina. I might have had a little acid reflux too, okay? What's up? This is your boy, Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed in this Dope Living TV live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. You know, I'm sorry if we started a couple of minutes on time. I see you, Gina. I'm going to put you on, say what you want in a minute. But we were having so much fun with our guest today, man. So we forget sometimes. You know, time flies when you're having fun. Ain't that right, Gina?
It does, but we were on time.
I mean, we was right on time, but
we were on time. We started at 7:00, but you was doing all kind of stuff. I'm like,
you hear me?
Yes.
I was running. The acid reflux came up from the pop I had just drank. I was like, Gina.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Man, they didn't see me though, cause see, I was bare chested. I had, because I'm working out. So
I don't know what's happening today, because as soon as I brought our guest on, boop, I disappeared. I don't know where I went. I was walking around in a cloud trying to find my way back. I was looking for the light. I didn't know where I was.
What the hell? And looking for the light.
That's the bad part about that too. Is like I'm standing up because my studio is right near my bathroom. Right, like shout out to Trish. her studio is next to her bathroom. And then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, Chandra," and I'm like, "What the hell?"
As soon as I said that, it said, "You gone."
And she was on by herself?
By herself.
Dang.
No, as soon as you popped off, I popped on. So
you probably think we are crazy as I don't know what.
We're going to have a good time today. What's up, Brenda Lampton Blakemore.
Hey, Brenda.
He says, long time. She got a new grandbaby. Got her busy.
Ooh,
all right. Congratulations.
Hey, send us a picture. We'll put the picture up for you. All right. But anyway, man, we're gonna have a great. What's up, Mo? I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm back. I'm back on this side of the world. Shoot.
Back in the mansion.
Play me a song on the piano. Just went over the head.
No, I heard you. You know better than that shit.
Now he to start playing.
If I turn around, do like the doom.
I would have been like, he's magical.
That might be something I should start taking up again. I took 4 years of piano. I used to play the piano.
That's something I always wanted to do.
Maybe one day.
Therapeutic.
One day I'll bring my keyboard on, man, and I'll play some songs and we'll all sing. We'll do some sing-along. If I keep my keyboard with me. Y'all might not want me to play, though.
All right.
But today, man,
I thought the video's going to pop up there.
Not this time. I ain't doing it. But today, man, we got a great guest on today, man. She's a small business entrepreneur. She has her own business. It's called Indigo Professional Services. Her name is Chandra Wimbley-Franklin, and her thing is that she helps others to have entrepreneurial spirit by helping them reach their highest potential. And I like what she said. She believes that to be an exceptional leader, you have to be a willing follower.
That's right.
Let's find out what that's about. Okay, everybody, welcome Miss Chandra Franklin.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Chandra.
Hello.
I like
Hey,
your
Chandra.
background picture.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I switched up a little bit.
Right.
You like mine? Like mine?
I
Hey,
love
that baby
yours. I
grand.
love it.
That baby
I
grand.
like that baby grand.
Everybody done been in my house though.
Everybody.
Some even had your house.
Go to the picture and put it behind them. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's all good, man. Welcome to the show, Sean. We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
hanging out with us. And also, just want everybody to know, even though we're in different parts, so Maurice is in Nashville. I mean, is it Nashville? Memphis.
Yeah, Nashville.
Nashville. Memphis is far from him.
Yeah,
And
Memphis is.
everybody on this panel, on this show, is from the hometown GI. You know what I'm
Joy.
saying?
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
Chandra is from GI as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
From the
Yes.
same school. From the
a home
same
girl.
school.
Cougar.
That's right.
West side.
And she's a wait, you a cougar too?
Cougar, bruh.
Oh man.
So,
Yes.
so Chandra, again, this cougar. So she said she had an orange, but it was too bright, but never too bright, man. You represent cougars. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Your journey. We want to celebrate you first of all for being an
Thank you.
entrepreneur and doing the things that you do, to help others become entrepreneurs as well. How did you get started? What made you want to be an entrepreneur? Because we're in school, we playing, we doing this, we're playing that. Senior year comes up, and it's like, we gotta start thinking about what we're gonna do in real life now. All right.
Oh no.
So it wasn't like that for you?
No, I knew back at Holliston.
Uh-oh.
I used to go up to WLTH and hang out with
Biggs.
oh my no, actually WLTH back then it was owned by the Brown Brothers Communications.
Yeah.
So it was Richard Peggy was working there. Juanita Mays, a lot of those names you'll remember from Chicago later on.
Yeah.
V103.
Mm-hmm.
I worked as an but in 7th grade junior high school, actually it was, oh my God, I can't remember his name. He was
Underwood.
no. He was an actual Eugene Phillips.
Okay.
Eugene used to let me come hang out with him. My mother would take me up there and I would hang out with him a couple of times, just at the radio station. I had, and from that, it was just kind of like, I want to do this. I knew I wanted to do a lot of things. I wrote a poem or a speech or something in junior high school. I won first place, by the way, with that. I said that I wanted to be basically an entrepreneur. I wanted to own a radio station, a beauty salon, a car wash, a laundromat. I wanted to own all of these things. Some things I've checked off the box, a daycare. I've checked a few of those things off the box, but I really believe that my inspiration came from my grandparents. Both sets of my grandparents were entrepreneurs. My grandfather, Jasper Wimbley, used to own Jasper's Liquor and Jasper's Body Shop, and he was president of the Midtown Businessmen Association. And my other grandfather, Mac Washington, and his wife, my grandmother Josie, they took over the Palace Hat Shop. They owned a few restaurants, and he owned Mac and Sons upholstery and carpet cleaning business. So he used to clean for Hudson's and a couple of other businesses, Cornettes and stuff. So I grew up around it.
So it's in the bloodline.
It's in the bloodline, and some kind of way it led up to all where I'm at now.
So you always had
Nice.
the entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
And being an entrepreneur, I guess at some point you had to give back, and help others. Okay. And I guess this is what made you start wanting to help people.
That part is probably comes from my family as well. We've always been a family of givers and doing church. My aunt Joyce early on with Dr. Vernon Smith and Dwight Pointer, well, Reverend Dwight Pointer now. The free Christmas dinner, long time ago, in it early on, that was something my aunt was a part of. And our family adjusted and we participated. And so we, Christmas Eve was our Christmas, and Christmas Day we were there spending, serving and doing. That was just a small example of oftentimes how my family um, was were givers, generally just servants and givers, and from church, pilgrim, growing up, and that's just, it comes from that.
Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned that you brought up in the church, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so how much does the church, your faith, play in everything that you do today?
It's everything, absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's my everything. I pray before I take on any new clients. I pray about what I'm going to do, the actions, my thoughts. I know that anything and everything that I have become or that I've been able to do, it's God. When I don't listen and I don't follow through, I mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the way it always is, though? Everybody can tell you this and that, okay? But when God is telling you to do something, it's a whole different voice, right? It's a whole different voice.
Oh,
And you better listen. Yeah, or you gonna get a whooping.
Yeah.
and when I don't listen,
It always turn
I
into that
know.
doo-doo.
I
Yeah.
know.
What church you go to?
Currently I'm in Arizona, so I'm really kind of
Oh.
searching for a church home. But I
Where'd you
do
go?
work and attend a church in Arizona called Palm Valley Church. Well, I haven't in a while because I'm recovering, but I do serve on their production team. I run the cameras and stuff like that. But
Ah.
in Gary, Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church is my church home. I also was a member of Dominion World Revival Church as well.
So how long have you been in Arizona?
Technically,
Mm-mm.
4 years, but
Wow.
the
So how
last
you?
year, I kind of from 2019 on or whatever. Originally, I was back and forth between Indianapolis and Gary and Arizona. So I really didn't settle here until 2021, the end of
In the middle of
2021.
COVID?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well, during COVID, I came and my doctor said, don't get back on the plane because I had been
mm,
diagnosed with asthma, and they were like, stay, don't get on another plane. So I didn't come home until September of 2020 for my grandmother's 90th birthday.
wow. That sounds like exactly what my wife did. She took off, and as soon as she got back, she was fine. But as soon as she got back, she started having breathing problems because she has asthma. So
The day that I flew to Arizona, came back to Arizona because I went home for doctor's appointments, was March
mm,
the 11th, 2020. I
mm.
started my job March 13th, 2020. And that was it. I didn't work
It,
anymore.
it is what it is. I mean, it is what it
That
is.
here, literally here, I started a job here. They were like, okay, you could get paid, because what I was doing was overseeing guest services and the food handlers. I was going to be overseeing that. And so they
Mm-hmm.
were like, okay, we're not serving any food. If you have cash register or any type of assistance, you can help us, or you could go home and still get paid. And I'm like, well, I'll help. And um, I worked the cash register until it was time for me to get off, and I was blown away. And when I left, she was like, you want to come back? And I was like, we'll talk about it because this is crazy. So that
Mm-hmm.
was like literally,
That was it. That was the beginning of the end. Yeah.
well, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Sean.
Mhm.
What made you? Because as an entrepreneur, you have to take risks. You have to step out on faith. What made you want to leave the comfort of your hometown, and why did you choose Arizona?
The zone.
None of that is me. None of it. None of it. That is my husband, Joe.
Okay.
He came out here I gave him a birthday gift like 5 years prior to that, to visit his cousins, and he
Mm-hmm.
call me and said, we're moving to Arizona. I was like,
Pack up all your
whatever.
stuff, baby.
Do you regret that birthday gift?
Wow.
Honestly, no. And he was here in his birthday is in February. So imagine when I sent him, it was in February and we had a blizzard back home. So he had to stay extra days because his plane couldn't fly out.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm
I
sure
get
he
it.
didn't mind.
And then he surprised me on a trip here. And I was like, dude, it's March, April. We still don't know. We drove to Vegas to hang out with friends, and I was like, but honestly, what I've realized and what I've learned is again God speaking through using him, because it was better for my health. Um,
Yeah.
I have now that I'm starting to settle more in and become and transition. Um, I I love it. I had on a tank top, an orange tank top. I have on shorts. It's March.
It's March. You remember March back in GI? Oh,
Yeah, because my
yeah.
birthday is in March. Either it was gonna be a blizzard or it was gonna be the opposite. So
He's gonna be
I'm
walking.
right there with you, Chandra. My birthday is next week, and it's
happy
always
birthday, girl.
snowing. Thank
Yes,
you.
Yeah,
that's the thing. You
I
just
remember it
don't know.
snowing
So
on Easter. You remember that?
I remember it snowing in May.
Snowing on Easter.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Merry Christmas to you both.
Right. Get the winter coats out. It'll warm up the week before every year, and I'm always thinking, yeah, this gonna be a nice birthday. This year's gonna be
Yeah.
nice, and boy, I'm telling you, it never fails.
And
And,
shout out to Chandra's husband, Joey. Is it Joey Zah? Joey Zay?
Yes, Julie Zah.
Joey Zah. Shout
Julie
out to my man
Zah.
Joey Zah.
That's it.
I remember when I was reading everything about you, I saw the name and I'm like, he's been a friend of mine on Facebook for a while. Seriously. So
Yeah.
shout out to my man. He went to West Side too, y'all.
Cool.
Yes, he did.
Sorry.
89.
And
West Side.
this is a side comment. How important to you was to pick someone from West Side High School, your
Get out.
Okay, let me stop with that. Don't worry about
Nah.
that.
Honestly, that just happened.
Thank you.
I went off to Ball State. He went off to the Marines.
She went to my
And
alma mater. I was at Ball State, but I was there before you, Chandra.
so how
Many moons. Many moons
that was
before her.
divine. All of that was divine. That's how I have to say it. It was divine.
That's good.
So
Again, follow God. Let God lead you.
Mhm.
So as you're doing your business, you're starting this business of motivating and bringing out the entrepreneurial spirit in everyone. How much of it was a struggle for you, if it was, and how much of it was a joy? Because I know there had to be some pain before there was the pleasure.
the pain was committing to it. Period. Early on, I worked numerous jobs. I was successful, but um, my history is like multifaceted of jobs that I've had and all of that. But I took a break from H&R Block. I was a supervisor, no, an office manager. The office on 30 something in Broadway was my office. And that the year my grandson was born, it was kind of like, I told you all I can't do this. And they were like, no. So I did it that year. But the next year, I said, I'm not coming back. And I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know. So I had my grandson. And next thing I know, I was like, I'm not going back to a daycare. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And my aunt said, what are you up to? I said, you know what? I'm already, and I had already been for years, Queen Toppin's personal assistant or assistant for probably since I was 12. I've been working with her for a very long time. Her, my godmother, who was a travel agent with United, and she traveled as well. And we helped her brother, who did a lot of shows in DC and Philadelphia. So I traveled with them whenever I could. So I was like, you know what? God, I need something to do. What I'm gonna do? Because I love my grandbaby, but I'm used to. And there it was. It was like be a personal assistant. So Angel Knight, Trail My Mix, gave me an opportunity to kind of filter through that kind of thing that summer. She and I did all kind of stuff. We worked, had a a children's event at Morning Bishop Theater at that time. It was like that building that was turned into a school. She had little vending machines, the smaller ones with the nuts and stuff. So I would help go fill those, and I would help, get them placed other places. Then she had a play, and so I was creating opportunities for actors to be seen by her, and I just did a lot.
Shout out to McKenya Dilworth and Morning
Yes,
Biscuit. Yes, most
yes.
definitely. You connected pieces right now. Go ahead.
And so from that, it was kind of like, what do you want to do? So I started, an attorney needed some help with some files. So I started doing files for him, and I just started just kind of expanding. And then a friend gifted me a travel agency. I did that
What?
for a little bit. I was like, no.
Woo.
um,
That's
so
Alpha
then,
Seltzer work.
huh?
That's Alpha
What'd you
Seltzer
say?
work. Travel agency.
No, she West Side
Yeah.
Jamaican. She West Side Jamaican.
Right.
Got all them
So,
jobs.
Right.
and it just, eventually I really, started really trying to listen in. One of the things I did, it was a group on Facebook called Girlfriends Pray, which I had been a part of for quite a bit of time. It's an international group. um, and in that group, I participated in some smaller group um, mentoring programs. At that time, the mentor, her name is DC Marshall. She's out of New Jersey. She's, pretty well known. I participated in one of her mentorship programs, which was at that time called James Girls. It was basically based off of biblical teachings, as well as helping you to figure out your way, your purpose. And from that, I kind of honed in and listened to the things that needed to be that were being said to me, that God was speaking to me about. And I listened and started to actually follow through. An opportunity presented itself to me where I could participate in a Gary Business nurturing program under Cynthia Williams. I can't remember the name of the program, but because it's been changed under the Facebook group, but it's still there. And so many people have gone through that program. Um, and so she helped me to find the voice to really, I knew what I wanted to do, but she helped me to, kind of sculpture it to be more about who I was and about what I wanted to do and serve. Now, along the way, I still was helping people. I was still helping small businesses. I was going to organize people files and folders and helping them plan out and map out those things that they wanted to do with their business. But I was still growing and nurturing myself, and um, really trying to listen to what it was I should be doing. So,
Yeah,
I,
that faith is something else, ain't it?
Yes, it
yes,
is. It
yes, it
is.
is. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
tell us about Indigo.
Indigo is my baby. The name
You just
Indigo
smile. You smile
represents
like it was a baby too. When you say this, you
it represents, first of all, the color itself represents my mom's favorite color.
know.
I
Okay.
grew up cleaning on the weekends, blue tiara everywhere, everywhere. Like, just my mother had blue tiara everywhere. She loved it. So I didn't want to name it blue, so Indigo was the name. And basically, Indigo um, started out as an administrative assistant business where we take care of your business while you do business. The blueprint of that was to include a site in Gary that would be a place where um, businesses could come, and if they needed conference rooms, virtual, mailbox, an administrative assistance, for a project or something like that, as well as offering them the opportunity to use the internet service and any of those things. That was part of my blueprint for Indigo. Also is, and it is still is, the goal is to work with and hire high school and college students that are in the fields of business and
Mhm.
technology, as well as to partner them up with retirees to be of mentorship.
Mm.
So that is who Indigo has yet to fully walk into, but that is who she is supposed to be.
And that is so important because as we get older, we've seen times change, and the attention span of those people that are out there gets smaller and smaller and smaller. How do you keep that attention? How do you create these entrepreneurs or inculcate the entrepreneurial spirit in these younger people or in or in these millennials?
It starts at
Millennials.
home. My own children, my own children. I have three children. My daughter, who it took a minute, but she eventually joined the team and she actually took on one of the projects that I was working on, and she kind of helped a great deal.
Okay.
And then she started seeing for herself the things that she had within her, not just the gifts that she knew she should be doing, but other gifts. My two sons, I'm still waiting on them. They do a lot. My one son is an artist, so I'm really hoping soon that he will come in and take over the creation and content in other platforms and things that we want to do. My oldest son works as an engineer for the Real Cats, and
Mhm.
he's also rusty periodically, but so he's had that experience for a very, very, very long time. He's worked with Tommy Williams, which is so bananas because I worked with Tommy Williams when I was in
Hmm.
high school and in college. And
The
when
voice of WLTH Radio
yes,
Sports.
so there's been a lot of full circle moments. Tommy was when I was at WOTH, I had my son and they called him little LTH. So Tommy knew him as that, and he was like, "Oh my God, look at this." So it's like that is working with them and trying to encourage them, as well as coming into contact with young people. Like out here in Arizona, we was at a family Thanksgiving, and the young man is he just videoed the whole family day that we had with our friends, and I looked at the work that he had done. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I dropped out of school because I want to do this." And I'm like, "Okay, come on, let's set some things in motion." And so he has been doing not because of me. I believe just encouraging that someone was telling him his work is good. He started doing weddings and he's doing other things. So I think it's finding them where they are.
Okay. See, he's working through you. So, how does that feel when you see somebody that you've mentored, somebody that you taught to be an extension of themselves, basically? How does that feel when you see that they're succeeding?
It feels good. I mean, it feels good. I I never take any of that for granted. I
Mm,
always, pray that God will use me to be whatever I need to be to that person or whatever I'm doing. So what comes back is like this feeling of knowing that at some point in time, your the time that you have on this earth, that you are doing what God said for you to do.
there you go. And we have
Yes, sir.
another panel member, Marcella Amos. She's she's on here, man. Well, she's not here today because she's probably talking to the president today. They'll tell her what she's doing.
God.
You know, she would have loved to have been on the show.
Yeah.
Basically, uh, mimicking basically the faith that you follow. You know what I mean? Um,
Thank
and I think that is so fantastic that you did step out, because that's what entrepreneurs do. They step out on faith to continue their dream, to make their dream come true. Gina, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, Chandra, does Indigo reach out just in the community, or does it reach out nationwide?
It is actually nationwide. I work
Look
with
at you, girl.
it's nation, a little bit of international. One of the clients that I do work with, she's out of Ohio, and she offers travel and investing services in Nigeria and other parts of the country. I just can't list them off right now, but
Yeah,
so working with her has probably broadened some things for me, because the work that I do with her is international
Hmm,
that's
very
what's up.
good.
because she
Let
serves
me
internationally.
And you know what, Mo, go ahead and ask your question. I got to say something.
I was going to ask a question. So you're giving people virtual spaces so they don't have to jump on a plane and fly to LA. So you're giving business
Absolutely.
people that opportunity and keeping people from going into Chicago and getting on those trains and things. They could actually come in your office and actually talk with somebody at a company through your virtual service.
Yes.
Cool. Very cool.
That's what's up. So Chandra, again, she helps a lot of people. All right. One of the people, in fact, we know very well that she's or two of the people. All right. She's also representing the Lisa and Rashida brand. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's our people.
Okay.
Those
So
are
They're
my
in
sisters.
Atlanta right now.
Yes,
yeah.
they are.
How stubborn are they?
You can't talk about our girls while they're not here.
No. I wouldn't say anything to you that I wouldn't say about them. I love Lisa and Rashida.
Yep.
We started that journey with nothing in the beginning,
Wow.
from scratch, pencils, stick people, and all that good stuff. What they're walking in now, it is such an amazing blessing to see the things that we talked about, their dreams that they shared with me, for it to be unfolding. Lisa is Lisa.
Lisa, boy, look. Woo.
You can't get past that one. That one right there.
Period. Point blank. I
Yeah.
love Lisa.
I
She
was
and
gonna
I
say you can
challenge each
squeeze her.
other.
She can squeeze and hug and squeeze and squeeze and hug and squeeze, and she's still crazy.
That's what she does, though. She challenges. Hey, shout out to Phil Davis. He checked in a second ago. Lead singer, public announcement. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
You on the show, bro? Come on. Go ahead, Sean.
But Lisa and Rashida, Raha is probably, Lisa has so much in her head for what she's done. So
Yeah.
getting out of that was kind of like the late night hours. Okay, Lisa. And I have a notebook. Today I was like looking for some paper. I was like, look at all these freaking notebooks of where we were talking. Rashida, both of them really, they empower each other, and the
Yeah.
truth is they helped empower me,
Yeah.
because when I started working with them, I was really in transition of coming out here, and my aunt got sick and I took care of her, and my dad got sick in Indianapolis, so I was in transition. They helped, we had sister check-in days, checking on each other about our health and mental health and wellness. And so
That's
there
family.
was there was a lot of growth of knowing who they were, learning who they were, and then putting that into an action plan that you are see unfolding in you have yet to see all that God has in store for them.
I'm telling you, they're two different individuals. I mean, it couldn't be more different and the same. Okay.
You say yin and yang, you know how yin and yang get along and get together,
You know how
Absolutely.
Lisa is. Lisa will call you and tell you, and she will shame you into making sure that you do your thing. You say you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Rashida, that's another whole ball game. Okay, that's a cornucopia. I'm gonna use that word because she used it one time on
She
me.
uses it all the time.
Yes.
That's a cornucopia of just mess. Okay, Rashida, I love you. I'm just gonna
Yes.
say it. I love her, but hey, look.
Chandra,
love
have you
them
ever
both
had
too.
any clients that you just couldn't work with though?
Yes. I've had to fire clients, because the goal
Hire
of it
clients.
is
How do you
Wow.
do that?
yes.
Hire clients.
Being truthful with yourself first of all, and
How do you?
realizing that if they're not, they say to you, the way I work is I listen to what your heart is saying. I listen to your thoughts. I listen to your conversations. We just talk about anything so that I can pull out of you what it is I can give to you best. um, I worked with a gentleman early on, in Nebraska or somewhere, Omaha, whatever. And he said to me, he set it out what he was looking for. He wanted to be put on platforms. He was a barber. He wanted to be put on national platforms. His goal was for these people to pay for him to be in these locations. And I told him, you gotta crawl before you can walk. So I set out and got him placed in locations. They were willing to go half with him on his travel. Well, he wanted all. And I'm like, at some point, you're going to have to realize you're very well known in your area.
Yep. Yep.
But outside of that, they have to
Yeah.
come to know you.
And
And
say that.
trust
Exactly.
happens.
Say that again. Please tell us.
Oh, say it with your chest, these
I'm
damn
just saying,
artists. Oh,
you are absolutely positively right. A lot of people are superstars in their own mind, okay?
yeah.
And just because just because you're at home and you people all around you love what you're doing, okay? The people outside don't know who you are. So if you want to step out there, and plus, here's another thing that I found out, Chandra. You correct me if I'm wrong. The people at home, in your box, in your square, on your Facebook page, they are not going to buy your product, but they're going to always like it. They're going to like it. They're going to love it.
Always like it, and gonna ask for a free copy. Can I get a free copy?
No, Sean.
Absolutely. That
Please keep on.
that is fact. And that's
Yeah.
something that many entrepreneurs now, especially with social media the way that it is, they 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 forget that it really takes a grassroots um, building to get to that. Who you are and what you are in your community and in your social media platform, or even in your small circle of people, even though they're rooting for you, doesn't mean they're going to buy from you, support
That's
you
right.
in the way you need to be supported nationally or worldwide, because that's a different kind of person. The best person that will support you is someone you have no
You do not know, and
idea.
they don't know you. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Yes.
They say you got them
That's
chewing your bubble gum, and they don't even know who you are.
exactly,
And,
That's
exactly.
right.
and that's so important in raising your awareness. I mean, as you just said, this is grassroots. You know, you're at home, you're starting everything, your business off. It's grassroots. It's like planting a seed. You've planted that seed, so now you got everyone around you, your circle, that are loving it, that are liking your posts and this and that. All right, and as you start to water it, as you start to put stuff into it, it grows. Okay, so the little circle, there might be somebody outside of that circle that have watched. That person might say, okay, hey, look, I saw this. I want my other friends to do it, and so on and so forth. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay,
Absolutely.
you spoke nothing but truth there, Chandra. Nothing but truth.
That's the truth. Yeah, truth. The truth.
Marketing, no matter what they call it now, goes back to my days of working at WOTH, going to the career center, working with Coach Pulliam at Westside. All of that, it's the same. It has not changed. The blueprint of it, it's still the same.
The
The
fundamentals.
basics of it is still the same. And how I go about helping any entrepreneurs, reminding them of that, sometimes they don't want to hear that. They want to pay for likes, they want to pay for the numbers to be there, but they don't realize that when you pay for that, you have nothing organic that says to you, we really want to buy from you. We really, when it comes to the items or sharing or any of that, that's not those group of people.
See?
It's only so many Taylor Swifts. It's only so many of those.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
to be true, her daddy gave her $2 million to say, go do your thing. Look at it now. But daddy gave that initial $2 million. Everybody ain't got $2 million to go do something like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We are talking with Chandra Franklin. You know, she's giving us a class right now. She is giving us an entrepreneur class. Is that how you say entrepreneurial?
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah, but that's I want to put it in the right context. She's giving us a class in entrepreneurship. There you go. How about that? Is that better? Yeah.
I think so. That's good.
So now Indigo is up, and you're doing this with people and helping them to grow. All right. What is next for you?
I'm in transition. I'm developing.
Oh Lord, another one. Oh Lord.
No. Wait. Okay, well, sort of, kind of.
You sure you ain't got Jamaican in you?
I think I might have. I might. When I came to Arizona, I was like, oh, Indigo is gonna be all about home, all of this, blah blah blah, and I was like, ooh, no, maybe not. So somehow, I am now in a program right now, which is similar to that program I told you about in Gary under Cynthia Williams. I'm in what is called Local First Arizona. We Rise is for Black entrepreneurs in whatever level. So they're helping their goal right now. I honestly, Monday just finished my presentation and everything. So they're going to help me transition so that I can have local stability here in Arizona, as well as my goal to have it in Indiana, to maintain it in Indiana. And of course, internationally. But there's it is time for some of those things. Last year, I got to participate in the Gary, Indiana Black Film Festival fellowship with Deion Taylor. And that
Okay.
opened up a door that had been closed for so long. So I'm working on a few projects to do some shorts and stuff. And the other day, I text Angel. I was like, yo, Essence. I was like, okay, my stuff not ready for that. And then we realized that the fee was like, no, we're not ready for that. But I found other small film festivals I submitted my project to
Oh,
just to test the water. So because what I learned in that and from Dion and so many other people that he had us to have classes with was do it. Do it scared. Do it. Biblically, you can't do it scared because you can't have faith and scared, be scared in the same
exactly.
sentence. So
Exactly.
I'm doing it, that leap of faith. And so what is yet to come is some more of extensions of those things that I used to do long time ago. And I'm going to start exploring doing those more for myself under Indigo. Who knows?
That's what's up. And shout out to the Gary International Black Film Festival.
Yes, absolutely.
Ludine
We were
killed
there.
it.
Yes.
We were there.
Karen Turing. Karen's such
Yes.
a beautiful person. She is has a beautiful spirit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man, that's great. Look at you, girl, doing your thing. So how do people get in contact with you to check you out?
On social media platform, I am under Chandra, but of course, Indigo Professional Services on Instagram, Indigo Professional Services LLC. My website, it crashed. I don't know. So I have somebody working on it, but I have a temporary one that is Indigo, indigoprofessionalservices.com. And there you can click a link for a 15-minute consultation. And usually 15 minutes is for me to talk to you and send you an email with questionnaires. And then we can go explore more after that. And the consultation is definitely free. The other way is that they can, I'm on social media. I'm not hiding. I'm low key when it comes to those that I work for or I partner with, because that's what I believe they all are my partners. Even though they may be under what you call a client, they're still my partners because I'm just a silent partner in whatever it is they're trying to do and however they're trying to reach their goal.
I love that. I love that. And as far as your site crashing, put some brakes on.
I was trying to tweak it, and it was like, nope.
It's time to put some brakes on it now because we got to redirect, regroup, and refocus.
Absolutely.
We are great with segues. Okay, so Life Coach Jeff Relevant. Here we go.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another 1-minute thought. And I want to let you all know, for today's 1-minute thought, I want everyone to stop worrying about recognition. And I'll tell you why. I want you to stop worrying about recognition because recognition only says that you want to be seen. All we have to do a lot of times is continue to move on our path of purpose. If we continue to move on our path of purpose, what will happen? Take a guess. Guess what? The Bible says one key principle that I love. It says that your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. So what is that telling you? That's telling you to have some faith and keep moving in your gift and in your calling. Don't worry about the recognition. Allow the work that God has put inside of you to go ahead and be seen by others. So there it is, y'all. Life Coach Jeff coming to you with another 1-minute thought. Remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all.
to Life Coach Jeff Butler. But it's so funny that he didn't even know what we were talking about, and it fit. It fit perfectly, Chandra.
Perfectly.
Yep.
That's changing the narrative.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it,
That
Life Coach Jeff Butler.
is so on point.
It was
It
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was on point.
You have no idea.
But we do have an idea of who you are. You are such an amazing person. And again, we wanted to celebrate you today because as I was reading your bio, you're doing great things and you're helping others to become great. And that a lot of people don't do that, especially freely of their own will.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
She's reaching back, and you're right. A lot of people don't do that. They forget where they came from. They forget where they've been, and they get to the top and forget everybody else. I got mine, you get yours, but you don't have that attitude, Chandra.
Thank you.
Yeah, and again, Chandra, I mean, it's from the conversation and just from reading about you, your faith is tremendous, and as you step out in that faith, it molds you and it keeps you grounded and man, you got your direction. That's great. That is fantastic, honestly. And we appreciate you coming, sharing your story with us, sharing your journey with us. Again, we want to celebrate Black excellence and especially Black excellence from home, man.
Especially Black excellence from females from home.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wait, how about that? Black excellent female who graduated from Westside High School, 1989, from Gary, Indiana.
Change the narrative. Change the narrative. So I know this is going to be good right now, Gina. Okay, so as we leave the show, we always ask our guests, as well as the people on the panel, to give some words of wisdom, some words of healing, some words of inspiration to the people out there watching. And we want you to start us off. Take your time.
I'm going to use some words from my grandmother. She is 93. Her name is Josie. And yesterday I reminded her of something that she has always said for a long time. Is that she wouldn't let any grass grow up over her feet or the walls to close in, that she was going to live her life. And I have been blessed to have her all of this time. I find myself more often pulling from those words of getting up and living, as well as hearing myself, I Surrender All, which is a song I would hear my mom sing sometimes when, I didn't understand it then, but I know now. I will surrender all. So in that, I surrender everything that I have to God. I'm learning better how not to worry, but to keep my faith in the forefront. And I share that with anyone, whatever your faith or who your faith is, that's you. But my faith is what leads me and it's what's guiding me. For some people, they may not agree, but if I'm in agreement with God, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Man, that's that. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all that was gonna be a good one.
We knew it.
Man, sister, to be on this planet and doing what you're doing, helping others find their destiny. That's the reason why you're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly the reason why you're so blessed. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're so humble, Chandra.
Yes.
You always hear people say, step out in fear. You're stepping out in faith.'re stepping out with God. I
That's
mean,
right.
You're definitely not stepping out in fear. If you were, you wouldn't be doing all of the things that you're doing, or all of the things that you have done, because the fear, it shackles you. It keeps you from moving forward, and you're not letting that happen. I'm telling you, I know a lot of the lives that you're touching, you're changing a lot of lives and helping a lot of people. That's very honorable of you. And to have someone from Gary, and she said it, she want to keep her roots here. She want to keep her footprint here in Gary. I take my hat off to that, because, like I said, a lot of people, they leave and they do other things and forget y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. But I do want to take a moment to remind everyone today is the last day for the Distinguished Authors Guild raffle. If you haven't gotten your ticket, this is your last chance. We'll be holding the raffle tomorrow. Just to remind you, Distinguished Authors Guild is a platform that honors African American authors. We give them their flowers while they're here. Authors put a lot of work into their books, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and we want to give them their accolades for that. Along with that, we give out scholarships to freshman college students who are in the writing field. So this money that we're raising for the raffles are these monies are going towards the scholarships. We have here some nice prizes. Our first prize.
Her, yeah.
No, it's not her. But it is a photo shoot. If you have a business and you do not have a professional photo shoot, it is time for you to get one. Selfies will not do it. Pictures in the bathroom will not do it. You need a professional photo shoot, and this is a $150 value. This is your opportunity to buy a $25 ticket and possibly win yourself a photo shoot. The next thing we have.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to take that down. Stop it.
Go ahead.
This is 4 tickets to Imitation of Life, a live play. I have my tickets, man. I'm going. I've purchased tickets already, but these tickets you can get possibly for $25. This is a $200 value. So the play ends April 2nd, which is why we're doing the raffle tomorrow, because we want to give you an opportunity to go this weekend if you want, or maybe even next weekend. But you know what? $200 value, Imitation of Life. This is in Park Forest, Illinois, is where Theater 47 is located. So you can take your girl, your guy, his girl, his guy, whoever. Take your other 3 friends and enjoy an awesome play. We also have a set of leather seat covers.
Booty warmers.
This is a $120 value. It will transform those ugly seats. It will make your car look a whole lot better. So this is an opportunity again for you to spend $25 and get a $120 gift. The last thing we have is our navy blue bath towels, cotton. These are beautiful. They feel good. $35 value. So as you see, every gift is worth more than the $25 ticket that you purchase. And as I said, the proceeds goes towards the scholarship for Distinguished Author Guild scholars.
You know, those towels, they're absorbent, and you said they make you feel good. Holly Berry could have used those in the Monster Ball, couldn't she, man?
Why you keep bringing up Monster Ball? Why you keep bringing that up?
Make me feel good.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
Stop it.
Anyway, I didn't get a chance to say my piece, okay? Chandra, you're an amazing individual, all right? I love your spirit. I think what you're doing is giving back. And we need more of our young people, of our people that are not so young, to learn from you. You know, it's important for us to learn things from others. You're never too old to learn, and to take that and to turn it into, turn your dream into reality. All right, you're helping people become entrepreneurs. You're helping people to do some. Lisa and Rashida, they passed all of that, but you're helping. And Lisa and Rashida, I love you. I'm just talking. But you're doing what you're supposed to do, what God is telling you to do, and that's to teach others. And we appreciate you coming through the show. As I was going through, a lot of people are asking now, which is a good thing too, to come on the show. But I saw you and I asked you because after reading what you are about, we need some people to come to the show and give us some hope. You know what I mean? Some happiness. And your spirit just exudes. It just
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
we appreciate you coming through, and thank you for sharing your journey. And we celebrate you today, Chandra, for everything you've done.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me. I am very grateful for the opportunity. I do want to say one thing. I remember, what was your first show you had, Greg?
Oh, Lord.
Back in the 1900s.
Yes, back in the I used to watch it on TV. I can't even remember the name of it, but
9 to 5.
Me neither. I can't remember the name of it either.
9 to 5.
it was a teen show or something.
Yeah.
Well, it was 925 music videos. And
Yes, that's it.
It
Yeah.
sure was. Yeah, it was.
Sure was. It was.
Yeah.
I'm honored. I'm thankful. Thank you
we're
for the
honored.
opportunity. Thank you.
My time has come and gone. It's your time now, okay? Thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for that as well. We appreciate you. Anytime you want to come back and talk, hang out with us, because this is what we do. We do conversations and we celebrate people like her.
Yeah.
But tell us again how people can get in contact with you.
They can get on Facebook and look at Chandra Franklin, and they get to her and everything else too. But you can tell us again.
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook, Chandra Wimbley-Franklin or Chandra Franklin, or Nikki Notes. Now I can use that one. My contract ends with Meta on the 4th, so I can have my other pages. But Indigo Professional Services is under Instagram, indigoprofessionalservice.com. Indigo Professional Services, I think I still have Twitter and all of that. Some Twitter I kind of fell back on because but Indigo Professional Services on Facebook as well as Instagram, and you can find me there, or indigoprofessionalservices.com, or just look for me, Chandra. Or if you find Lisa Rashida, Urban League, send me something on any of those things.
Where they at?
You can find me in the background.
You don't want that drama, y'all. Lisa and Rashida, you don't want that drama, all right? But I found a picture of where you saw me from. This is the show I was on. I was at
No, you weren't quite that.
It wasn't that. Was it this show?
Yes, that was the one. Yes.
It was that one. Yeah, but again, leave Lisa and Rashida. I joke and clown with you guys because I love you guys, all right? And you're well, you have someone who's representing you very well, okay? And we're so glad. We're so glad that we got a chance to meet you. And again, Chandra, come on anytime you get ready. All you gotta do is say, Greg, I got something else I want to do. We're gonna make a spot for you.
Give me a few months to finish doing some tweaking on some things that I'm working on, and I hope to be able to share it really soon.
Yeah, come blow an artist up on him or something,
Most definitely. Tomorrow we got Mark Craven coming back on, everybody. He has the book Dad's Kissy Sons. He got some great news he wants to share, so he's coming back to share the news.
Okay.
So you all don't want to miss this one, all right? Chandra, were you trying to say something else? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that's awesome. your guest, your new guest. The guest tomorrow. Yeah, that's
Going
awesome.
back into Mars. Chandra, come holler at us tomorrow.
I have to remember the time frame because I'm a couple of hours behind, so I'll set my clock.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
You're 3 hours now, I believe.
No, she ain't
Indianapolis, Eastern, 3 hours, and
we're
Central, 2 hours.
well, it's 8:00 here now,
and it's just
so
now
it's what? See,
6 o'clock.
yeah. Okay, 2 hours.
And we have to really schedule this because she's so busy. Okay, so I appreciate you taking the time out and fitting us in. Seriously, it's a blessing
It
for
is
us.
such an honor. Thank you. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Gina, as well as you, Moby. I am forever grateful for the opportunity, and you will hear from me soon, and I will continue to share your information, which is how I came about the email he had sent me. I was going through, and I was like, "What? How did I miss that?" So I look forward to talking to you guys soon, and I'll be watching the show.
We got you. We appreciate
We'll be watching you.
Yes, ma'am. This is DopelivenTV Live, everybody. We will see you guys tomorrow. Mark Craven, we'll see you.
Peace.